home of the 12s. They raise the banner. Are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone.
Maybe the football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it before down coming up.
They got the ball, and they know what else to do. You make your defense better. The football gave you great opportunity. You got to cash into this points.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Seahawks at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of read. If you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Trying to find Cup, but it's in. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
About that. And a crazy situation we just saw there. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he is Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now for splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from it.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Back to throw. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Stafford here. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
As largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. Trend on 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of the yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Kenneth Murray make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a
long time.
No doubt.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up and blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to cut out the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here we go. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9 now. Completes this one to Thornton. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyquan Thornton. 62 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Williams. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Down several scores and ball behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now with the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go, set.
On first, get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league when we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Stafford.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one will fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Running right, here's Walker. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the deep...
And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Straight ahead, Walker. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and we can get some field goal here.
Should be an hands-down kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Stafford on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And Walker once more. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
On the ball. Check you.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's got some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.